Hi everyone, welcome to Grace World. James 1:19 tells us that we should be quick to hear and slow to speak and slow to anger. And this Bible verse has been on my mind for a while now. Some time ago, I had to reply a friend. She sent me a text and I could not reply her immediately. So I had to wait for the following day before I could reply her. And when I eventually saw the message and I was able to reply her, I noticed that what I had used as my response was meaningful and it held so much impact because she was able to communicate continuously with me and it made so much impact. Now I was just thinking that if I had replied her immediately, I probably would have responded with an emoji or just reacted to the message and we just cut the communication process short. And this thing just taught me a lesson that sometimes we do not always have to have the answer. Sometimes silence can even be a response. We do not always have to get it right immediately. Sometimes we have to listen, to think, calculate things through, process our thoughts before we give a response. And sometimes we think being silent means we're stupid, but that's a lie. Your brain here is calculating, it's processing a lot of things. And if you think people are going to look at you as a fool because you are not replying them immediately, you don't always have to respond. You don't always have to give a reply. We should always endeavor to listen more and speak less. Endeavor to listen more and speak less. We don't always have to give a response. Sometimes we need to calculate what we're about to say, calculate the thoughts, calculate the position that you are in before you give a response. Our response does not always have to be the words of mouth. It could even be our action. It could be in action. If someone is acting up, or if you have to do something just to respond to someone, give someone an answer, calculate it. What I'm about to say, who is it going to hurt? What I'm about to say, how is it going to affect me? How is it going to impact my life? And how is it going to change everything? Is it going to be positive or negative? Am I about to be optimistic or pessimistic? We have to calculate the position and the circumstance that we are in before we give a response. So we need to understand that giving a response deals with strategy and it has to be in strategic ways. We do not always have to have the answer. We have to be calculative. That doesn't mean that we do not know what we are doing. This is Grace World.